Oh, thanks, darling.
You'll be great.
Wonder Woman! Oh my God, how nervous am I? Good morning, Belfast. How gorgeous is everybody here today? Yous are beautiful. What about them? Check them right out. Boys, I bet yous are all really, really jealous that your wives don't have shoes like mine. Well, it is so amazing to be here today. I am so honoured to have been asked to be MC. So nervous too. I didn't really even drink last night. I let Natalie Healy drink the full bottle of wine. She told me Phoebe slept all night, but I think maybe she slept all night and missed the baby crying. Anyway, I'm so honoured to be here. And it was only 6 months ago that I was on the stage telling people my lifestyle slot, and now I'm up here doing MC. What an amazing 6 months. Since February, so much has happened. There's been highs, there's been lows. And I remember back in June, do you remember Natalie Valenti was here? Oh, how gorgeous is she? Now, she is gorgeous. If I could be stretched and bleached, do you think it might work? I'm just going to have to be a pocket rocket instead with my Wonder Woman crown. But Natalie, do you recall that Natalie in her training put up the arrow about your journey? And she put up the wee squiggly one as well. And she said, everybody's forever journey and everybody's life has challenges. Can you stand up for me if you have had a challenge in your life? I look around the room. I don't think there's one person in this room that's still staying seated, except for Phoebe the baby. She's sleeping, but she's allowed. You can sit down again. Oh, she's up, she's up, she's up. Do you just want to see her Wonder Woman costume? Bring her up the ice show. Could you see how gorgeous she is? Then we'll get on with business. How beautiful. Isn't she gorgeous? I'm going to have to talk to her mummy because she doesn't have her colour coordinated ear muffs. Sure she doesn't. Isn't she beautiful? I'll give her back to her mummy now. She's getting used to this stardom. There we go. I suppose I'm talking about challenges because back in February I spoke about how Wonder Woman had played a big part in my life. Was anybody here in February? So a lot of you have already heard my story. And I talked about how when I was young we had challenges and I just went down the garden and I turned into Wonder Woman. Do you remember that? Well, I've my Wonder Woman shoes on today and I've my Wonder Woman crown on today because I've had a lot of challenges in the last few months. But I've still built my forever business. And this is a message I want to get out to you today. My sister passed away at the end of June. We found out about it in a newspaper, which was awful. My mother got moved into a nursing home. She has cancer and dementia. My brother then got married, which was lovely. We all went over to Portugal and we had to make a big decision whether to go ahead with that wedding or not because we couldn't bring my sister home from England until the end of July. But we came together as a family and we held each other close and we celebrated his future life. Wasn't easy to do. Then when I came back, I was all ready to build my business, and that's when we found out Mum had skin cancer as well. So that was another hurdle. I found that out 3 days before we laid my sister to rest. And a lot of people won't know a lot of this because you see my lifestyle on Facebook and you think, whoa, check Kyra out, she's flying like Bob says. But this is what's going on in the background, and I just want you to understand this. And I'm not saying this to impress you, but to impress upon you that you can do whatever you want when challenge comes and hits you across the face. So we got everything settled at the end of August, and I thought, right, things are good, things are settled. But there was 5 children in our family, and I have a younger sister who I absolutely adore. She lived in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands, and her island got destroyed by the hurricane. And we had to find a way to get her off the island. For 3 days, I didn't know if her and her kids were dead or alive. So we had to find a way of getting her off that island and getting her back home to Ireland. It was a very, very frightening couple of weeks. But guess what? She's home. We're like the Waltons. There's 9 in our house at the minute. So it's been a very challenging couple of months. But, you know, I could have lay down and I could have put a quilt over my head. Would that have been fair enough to do, given everything that was thrown at me? But we always talk about our why, don't we? You have to know what your why is. And your why is what hurts you. It hurt me that my sister passed away. It's hurting me that my mum's really, really ill. But there's nursing home fees that have to be paid. We celebrated a wedding, and then I was terrified that I was going to lose my other sister and my nieces and nephews. But what I had to do was I had to make sure that there was income coming in, because we had to get them back and we had to get them safe. So I have worked harder and I have worked faster than I have ever worked in the last 4 months, because I needed that to happen. Lots of good things have happened in the last 4 months. Legal manager, which I'm going to show you slides of. How amazing was that? I also decided that I was going to build a team in Australia. And I decided that probably the first day I started, but I only started building it in August. I now have a team of 3 in Australia, and I've broke my first supervisor there today. So isn't that amazing? And what I love about that is that brings me a step closer to Eagle Manager, because that's my 2 supervisors done. So I'm very excited. So I just really wanted to emphasise that we all face challenges. Every single person in this room has faced challenges. I've had a lot of challenges, but I was able to cope with them, because you need to have grit, you need to have resilience, you need to have determination, and you need to have a drive. And it's there inside every single one of you. You have to rise up, and you have to be strong, and you have to move forward. Agreed? If you want something in your life to change, you really have to grab both hands and you have to run with it. Only you have the control to make that change. Only you. Don't let yourselves down. Don't let yourselves down. And I'm going to share a few key messages with you once I show you my fabulous Eagle Manager photographs about some of the key messages that came from Eagle Manager. But be inspired today. Today is our success day. It's a happy day. It's a wonderful day. And I want you to turn to the person next to them and pat them on the back and say, well done. Okay? At the back of this room, there's a lot of empty seats. People who are successful got up this morning. They washed their face and made themselves beautiful, because I know Sarah's going around with the cameras and you just never know. You just never know. But you are the successful people because you got up and you decided to come today. Bob spoke about our business presentations that are on every single week around the country. You can go to a venue or you can go online. If you want to be successful in Forever Living, you can do it. We all get the same box. I sat with Natalie Healy for yesterday, and we planned about 9 people in yesterday, and we done a home business presentation last night for 12 people. We got 3 sign-ups within the team. Now, we could have decided yesterday, Natalie's coming over, we'll have a wee jolly, we'll go have a spa day, we'll relax. But we know that to give our kids a secure future, that you have to work the business. So what I've done the last 4 months is I've put my game face on. Does everybody have a game face? If I was in a corporate job, I worked in a corporate job for 20 years. I built my business around a 60, 70-hour-a-week job to get the manager on the marketing plan. Was it easy? No. Was it worth it? Hell yeah, absolutely, 100%. But if I had to get up and go to do those jobs over the summer, how would I have managed it? I wouldn't have. Forever give me the flexibility to do that. And in the last 4 months, I've also directly recruited 12 people into my team. So I could have just decided not to build. So I just wanted to inspire you a bit to say, don't let the bees get you down. See, good talk today. Got my Wonder Woman crown on, it's keeping my language good. So, so what I want you to do is be inspired today by the people who cross this stage. Listen to the different messages they have. Listen to the top tips. You have a fantastic line-up today. A fantastic line-up. You have Niamh and James, the #1 in Ireland, group volume. You have Patrick, who's coming in to teach us about nutrition. You have Louise and Jason Lyons talking about the importance of the first steps training. You've got the beautiful Amy O'Mara, who last year stormed across this stage and I know motivated me to get my backside in gear. You know, you have a fantastic line-up and you have a beautiful new young up-and-coming manager as well. Inhale it. Be like a sponge. Be coachable. Learn. But I just wanted to share a wee bit what had been happening in my life, and now I'm going to show you the good bit, because do you know what? I was ready for my forever cruise. Oh my word. Did anybody follow any of us on Facebook? Did you see that ship? Whoa. Whoa. Absolutely phenomenal. So let me show you some pictures of that. So we were off, and this is us on the plane. So we were very, very lucky, because not only did Forever pay for myself and my husband for this incredible cruise, which I reckon was worth around £12,000. Like, hello? Does anybody have at least 12 grand lying in their pocket to pay for a wee extra holiday in the middle of the year when it's miserable here? But not only that, Rex opened it up for us to bring our children to for $50 a day. Like, how generous was that? Unbelievable. So we have Carol there, some of the other Eagles. And this is us arriving, and there's Julie Curry, and we were met by the airport by fantastic Forever people who kept us right. And then, whoa, what a ship. Would you see this? Look at this. That was inside the ship. It was beautiful. Absolutely fabulous. Like, we really did think we were posh. And then on the top of the ship, look at this, just hanging about, just living the life. And that's one of my counterparts, Jade from Wales, and we were playing a wee bit of golf on the top of the ship, if you don't mind, off the coast of Villafrance. I'm learning all about geography since I started Forever, you know. And this is us on the top of the ship. This is my children making forever friends, and there's myself and Jerry, you know, just living the life. And is Martina here today? Martina Hefferman? She's not here today. Well, we could not get her out of the jacuzzi. I am telling you, that woman was turning into a wrinkle. She was in the water that long. We had to nearly send the very, very, very available handsome lifeguards in to save her. And this is us drinking beautiful cocktails. And sometimes we just had a few too many cocktails. And this is Jade and I. We made really good use of that drinks package, I have to say. And we were down in the casino where we were networking with, well, we were networking because we had lots of the Chinese team members down there and the African team members. So we were learning, sharing top tips and also ideas about different types of cocktails. It was very educational. I had to put this on because I put this photograph on my Facebook and the amount of women went, ooh, cute barman. So I thought I'd put him up there again too. So yeah, they're called Pink Gin Fizz. They were very nice. They went down very, very easy. And that's when we went to Villafrance. And oh my word, unbelievable. Like, imagine you're just sitting in this wee dinghy boat going across and Greg Mahan's sitting with you like, what about you, Greg? I was very shy, actually. I didn't even say hello. And that's us on the boat. And then everywhere we went, we had to make sure we had lots of fun. So this is outside the Coliseum. And we had to get ice cream. So we had ice cream in every single stop we went. So that's my two girls, Melissa and Erin, who just loved it. They had the most amazing time. And then when in Rome, we went around. This was a fountain. Somebody probably knows the proper name of this. I'll call it the fountain in Rome. And you had to throw money back. And anybody who knows me, I missed the fountain completely, so I had to do it 3 times. I was wishing for that big $1 million check, so I have to just keep practicing that aim. And this is Jade and I outside the Coliseum, and that just says it all. We had so much fun. It was phenomenal, like phenomenal. The training was great. Like, we got top training. This is what you've got to strive for. We had Jane Leach, Kim Manston, we had Magnus, we had a Sapphire from Dubai. This girl was 22 years old. 22. In the business 2 years. And she's a Sapphire manager. a sapphire manager. We had a guy, Mahu, from Denmark. I can't do very good pronunciations, I'm trying. And he is a soaring manager, and he's 25. I mean, the opportunity out there is just unbelievable. Big discussions and big message came across was about commitment. You need to be not only committed to forever business, but first and foremost, you need to be committed to your goals. If you don't have that commitment, if you don't have that fire in your belly, your business will not be able to grow and progress. So decide today, decide to commit and move things forward. And then, of course, you're mixing with a GLT. So this is it Stig? What's his name, Nat? Stig. So we were hanging out with him, and we kept finding Natalie's picture all around the ship. And there's Ange Loughran, and then Big John. Got to talk to Big John. Big John Leach, he's coming to Dublin next month, so we all have to be there. And we didn't want Natalie to feel like she was being left out since she couldn't come. So we made sure every time we saw her, we give her a cocktail, just to make sure. Natalie couldn't come because Phoebe was too young. You had to be 6 months to be on the ship. And this is just a picture of all the Irish Eagle family. So look at the amount of us. We had so much fun. All because Rex likes to invest, and that's us on the Blue Night. And this is all the Irish Eagle girls. Like, how good do we all look? Pretty good, eh? Scrub up all right. And then we met people from all around the world. And the most important thing is, every single one of you can be an eagle manager. Fly high like an eagle. Don't be a chicken. Don't be a chicken. Don't be pecking at other people's scraps. You need to fly high like an eagle. So none of that old chicken nonsense no more. Chickens are for dinner on Sunday. Eagles. And do you know what? This was really bizarre. I was sitting on the balcony of my deluxe stateroom on the ship, as you do. And this bird flew by. It was like a kestrel or something. And it was in the middle of the sea. It was the most bizarre thing. I don't know much about birds, but it was as close to an eagle as what I would recognise. And I thought, well, there's a message in itself. It's going to happen. So I know over time. So it's, it's going to be next year in Phoenix, Arizona, at our headquarters. There's still plenty of time for you all to be there. So aim high, go for it. Bob already has our plane on standby because I told him in June, we're going to have a plane for Ireland's Eagles. Stand up if you're going to be an Ireland's Eagle next year. Stand up till we see you. Where's your commitment? Come on. Come on. Because I believe in you. Point your finger at yourself and say, I can do it. I am an eagle. I am not a chicken. Very good. So just to finish off, just some wee key points. You need to have, this is some of the notes from the leaders, you have to have determination. You need to act on why you want to succeed, and you need to decide. You need to take responsibility for your goals. Set your goals. Be positive. I set a goal at the start of the year that I was going to be Eagle Manager by the end of November. And I will be, because I have less than 100 case credits to do. You have to set goals. If you set goals that you're comfortable with, you're not going to succeed. You need to stretch and challenge yourself. You need to be positive and act in the right way. And you need to be consistent in both retailing and marketing. We've done a boot camp over the past 5 weeks. In fact, my poor team, we've been doing a boot camp for 10 weeks. But there was over 200 people in that boot camp. And what they learned was that if they were consistent every single day and doing the activity, that they can do the one thing that Rex asked them to do, to double their business. And a lot of those people in that boot camp, which just ended on Sunday, have doubled their business. So give them a round of applause for their consistent action. Well done, everybody. So just remember that you are a reflection of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So think about that for a minute. Are you surrounding yourself with positive, energetic people? Or are you immersed in negativity? Are those people pulling you down, or are they putting the wind beneath your wings to help you soar? So the key 3 words from Eagle Manager was find your reason why, focus on how you're going to achieve that, and by God, finish the job and tie it all up. So thank you. I'm just going to move on.